8,180 pounds, 30-foot rear kitchen, and not a bed slide, but it feels like a bed slide fifth wheel up there, coming in here at Haylett RV Brokers of Coldwater, Michigan. Anytime you see something of this age, the question is, has it had a leak? And the answer in this one is yes. So let's go ahead and talk about them, get it out of the way, and then we'll go from there. The first one is up here in the bedroom. They had a front line termination strip leak, which termination strip is where the roof meets the front nose, basically. When they pulled it out of storage 2 years ago, they discovered that unfortunately those seals were not holding. They since had the entire roof fully peeled and sealed, so it's certainly been arrested and it's not happening now, but it has certainly happened. Next is in the back kitchen corner back here between the windows. You see that there's some crinkled wallpaper there, and as we work our way up, you see there was definitely a significant leak on the rear termination strip as well. Now with that full roof peel and seal, again, it's been arrested. It's not happening currently, but it did certainly happen. This is actually a very common thing. I've seen it actually more often than I've seen it not leak on older rear kitchens. And I stress the word older there because RVs are not built the same today as they used to be. And there's different engineering and there's thicker frames. And that's why RVs are heavier now than they used to be, because they're built beefier, effectively. So, what does that mean? Well, overall, the RV is in okay shape. I think that's a fair, it's okay. It's campable. There's nothing that's going to stop you from camping here. But I get that when I use the word leak, some people get really, really scared. And I could use flowery language like water penetration or seal void. But the fact is, this RV had a leak. So let's call a spade, a duck, and see how it walks. So, if you're still with us, that means that for the right money, you say, well, I appreciate your transparency. For the right money, I might still look at it. Or, take a look at something else that we have here at Haylett RV or Haylett RV Brokers, and, know that we'll shoot you straight, obviously. Cool thing about rear kitchens, they give you a ton of countertop and cabinet space. They're very good for storage. This has easy reach appliance outlets. I love those big sinks. I mean, that's huge. 8 cubic foot fridge freezer. And the look over here on the campsite with that camp viewing window and the sort of little, this would be your entertainment center back before everybody needed 59,000 inch flat screens and whatnot. As we pan our way around, it looks like somebody added that extra gliding chair right there, which is funny because I see that done in old Fleetwoods all the time. I see that all the time in these old Fleetwoods. We do have central air and heat. As far as I know, all the major systems are in working order. The RV is campable. So, who's this RV for? I think this would be a good option for someone who is on either a limited budget or you're thinking about really getting into this RV thing. You've never done it before, and you just want to go out and try it for a year in something that you know is not flawless, but it'll get you through. And I think that's what this RV is. This would be a good try it and flip it kind of camper right here. Now, we've already talked about what's going on in that front corner. And again, remember how I said this is like a bedroom slide, but the bedroom doesn't actually slide. It's different, it's weird, but it's actually kind of genius. Flipping around, sitting in the bedroom now looking back toward the bathroom, has a walk-through kind of split middle bath. There are privacy doors and curtains to enclose off the upper area or let a guest use the bathroom without actually visibly line of sighting you in the bedroom itself. Big closet right there too, which is a nice addition. But over here, since this has a dedicated lower middle bath deck, we actually get a very nice tall shower, so even bigger people like me, you're going to be okay. Now from the ground level, I can see where things like a refrigerator roof vent has been replaced. I feel like these were people who they did what they needed to keep it in working order, but the RV had largely enjoyed the benefit of reactive care and maintenance rather than proactive care and maintenance, and I think that's an important distinction right there. Now when we get back here to this rear corner, I noticed a couple things right away. Like at first I had a heart attack. I saw where some of this trim was hanging down. I went, oh my god, the wall's cracking and it's broken or something. Then I got back around here and I realized it's just trim. It's weird that it's even there. It doesn't really serve a purpose. So maybe it ain't pretty, but it's not hurting anything. The rear corner here, obviously they caught that rear corner with something. And we will take a jaunt up that ladder in just a second here to actually take a look at the roof, because that's obviously one of those big question marks so far. But first, I did want to run us down the side here, take a look at that pretty good sized awning. It's obviously a manual, but nice thing about manual awnings, you can strap them down a lot harder and tighter than a lot of power awnings. I have not checked the age code on these tires, but at a glance, I'm not seeing anything here that really concerns me. I don't see any sort of weather checking. I do not believe those are the original tires. So again, a little bit of gappy trim here and there. And again, I've never claimed this thing was perfect. I said it was okay or fair considering the age of the RV. If you compare this to a brand new 2020 fifth wheel, well then, yeah, it's gonna look rough by comparison. If you compare it to something else its age, and you realize that a lot of the other fifth wheels of this age are broken down and off the market completely, she's doing all right. As I mentioned, they replaced a couple things up here as they needed to. This AC shroud looks like it's, again, okay, but it wouldn't hurt to replace that. But then again, I guess it's not really hurting anything having that cracked little framework on the back. Big deal. The roof has been seal coated. That's pretty obvious the moment you get up here. And again, they had the entire roof peeled and sealed, and then they did the seal coat on top of it. So it definitely appears to be watertight right now. Actually, one of the things I wanted to do, got to be careful, I'm up here, I hadn't done this yet. Oh yeah, this is all solid up here. So if there was a problem, if anything did get wet or compromised up here, they must have replaced it. If it did get wet and need compromised, ooh, that max air cover right there is cracked. But again, it's functional. Again, I can't say enough. I don't know that this is the retirement grade fifth wheel, but again, if what you were looking for is to just try something out for a year, even if like you're like, I don't like the layout, I would prefer to have a bunkhouse or whatever, just to get started. This is an inexpensive way to start RVing before you get into something newer, more expensive. This is a great low dollar way to begin your camping adventures. And if that sounds good, give our team here at Haylett RV Brokers a call, or our team down at Haylett RV a call, and know that even though this is an RV that we're selling for some folks on consignment, we only do everything: hitching, pieces, parts, trades, finance, truck and trailer package deals, RV delivery, and everything in between. So take care, stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone.